Hi everyone, I'm True Soul, and this is a review of the Star Wars Black Series, Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett. So yeah guys, I've been waiting to get this Boba Fett for a while. I ordered him from Big Bad Toy Store, and even though I would have liked it a little sooner, it's here now, so we're gonna go ahead and get straight into the review. First off, I do have to say that the action figure, it actually doesn't look anything like the digital rendering they showed whenever they announced the action figure. It looks way better than that, and I'm so glad with how it turned out. Even before I opened it up, I could just tell that this was definitely going to be pretty much the new definitive Boba Fett for my action figure shelf. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. First of all, with the overall look. Now, there's a couple of things that I noticed about this Boba Fett as soon as I took it out of the packaging. One thing that I noticed is, unlike the older Boba Fetts, there's actually a blank head that is inside the helmet. Kind of like what they started using for the clone troopers and the stormtroopers that they're making now. So I did think that was kind of cool. However, I think with the way that the head is shaped, it kind of distorts the shape of Boba Fett's helmet just a little bit. It's not enough to be like irritating to me when I look at it, but I did notice that. But to be honest, I do kind of like the fact that they started doing it like that now, as opposed to there being like a big gap in underneath the neck whenever you lift Boba Fett's head up. So I'll take that blank face up under there, even if it does distort the shape of the helmet just a little bit. Also, with this new Boba Fett, his little antenna can actually fold down, kind of like how the Jango Fett action figure can, which is also really good. And also the belt is a separate piece, so you can adjust it a little bit. The one on mine seemed like it was a little uneven, so you can adjust it to how you want, or even if you want to, which I don't see why you would, you could take it off even. And before I forget to mention it, I did notice that with this Boba Fett action figure, the cape, they actually decided to use a just plastic piece instead of giving us that kind of odd fabric that kind of unravels like with the older Boba Fetts. Now, on one hand, I kind of like it because it doesn't just be like, it's not just sitting out there anymore like with the older fabric where it just kind of looked odd. But to be honest, sometimes I forget that soft good cape is even on the back there. So a lot of times you might not even notice it when displaying it. But I actually was saying for a while that I didn't really like the way that the old Boba Fett's, how Hasbro did their capes. So I'm actually more of a fan of this than those older capes. So really like that a lot. And as I said at the beginning of this video, this is the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. And there is a couple of things about the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett that I did not notice before, that I do notice now thanks to this toy. But we're gonna get into that a little bit later. Let's go ahead and move on to articulation. Now, something different about this new Boba Fett that's a little different from the other Boba Fetts is this Boba Fett actually has single jointed legs, as opposed to the older ones that had double joints. Now, this is good because it doesn't break up the figure, doesn't break up the sculpt as much. However, I feel like in some ways his articulation is a little hindered, but for the poses that I need to get him in, it's perfectly fine. Don't really have too much of a problem with that. And also his shoulder pads are connected to the torso as opposed to being connected to the arm. So when you bring up the arm, instead of the shoulder pad going into the torso, it goes over it because it's connected to the torso and not connected to the arms. So I really like that a lot too. Also, Boba Fett's head articulation is also really good, and probably the reason for that is because of the blank head that they put inside. He has a pretty good range of motion compared to the older Boba Fett action figures. And now let's get into accessories, which is usually at this point of the video is the meat and potatoes of the review, because I just really like, usually I really like the accessories that most of these toys come with. And this patch of accessories is actually really interesting. Boba Fett comes with two versions of his gun. He comes with the regular gun. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called the E3. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he also comes with a destroyed version of it, kind of like in the movie whenever Anakin, like, had, not Anakin, Luke. When Luke had chopped it in half, it also comes with that. So if you want to recreate that using your action figures, you can. He also comes with a flamethrower effect, which I thought was really cool. In fact, that was one of the reasons why I really wanted to buy it when I first saw that it was announced, that the digital rendering had him shooting the flamethrower. He also comes with two booster effects that you can put inside his jetpack. And of course, we have his jetpack, which, watching the movie, watching Return of the Jedi, I never noticed, and maybe it's actually not this color, but I'm not sure, I never noticed Boba Fett's jetpack being this color, like having this like yellow and whatnot on it, because it looks like it's red, yellow, and blue. I mean, you could pass it off for some type of shade of green, but I'm pretty sure it's blue. And I was wondering if you guys could comment down below, maybe if there's a screenshot or something that confirms that this is the actual color of the jetpack, because looking at it, it seems so odd. Like, this jetpack looks like it's the wrong one. Because I've always naturally assumed that Boba Fett's jetpack was green, and I've never really seen a lot of images or anything of Boba Fett from the back, so I never really actually see his jetpack. But this is the one based off the movie, so I guess this is the actual color. I just find it a little odd. But I actually like this version of the jetpack for this Boba Fett the best. It fits the most snug into the little peg hole in his back. So, you know, it's really unlikely that's gonna keep popping out all the time, which was the problem I had with some of my older Boba Fett action figures. But long story short, I'm very happy with this Boba Fett action figure, and this is probably going to be the new definitive Boba Fett action figure for my shelf, and I'm probably not gonna ever need another Boba Fett after this one. Now, I know I said that the last time whenever I got the Carbonite Boba Fett, but guys, this one right here, this is literally everything that I wanted from a Boba Fett action figure. Definitely better articulation, a really good sculpt, and the jetpack's nice and snug, and the cape isn't weird and gets in the way of anything. So yeah, this is definitely my definitive Boba Fett, and I'm almost sure this time that I am not going to get another one. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Comment down below if you have this new Boba Fett action figure. What do you think about him? Do you like him? Do you not like him? And also, be sure to follow me on Instagram, as you'll stay updated whenever I have plans to upload a video, as well as see exclusive photos, like a Boba Fett here, that you will not see in my videos. Alright everybody, until then, be sure to like, subscribe, and go to my channel to check out other videos. Catch you later.